Good morning, Tigers. I'll tell you what Troll the Ancient Yuletide Carols means in just a moment. But first, knowing that we're in the final stretch of the second 9 weeks, I just want to give you some tips on how to accommodate work, quizzes, tests for our ELL students, and just give some shout outs to teachers that I've also enjoyed working with this 9 weeks. This would be specifically for students who are beginning to intermediate readers, but as always, just use your teacher judgment to see which students could benefit from a bit of extra support. So when you think accommodate, think add, right? We're just adding a bit of extra support. We're not making huge changes that give a great advantage, but can really make a difference for our ELL students. So first is to chunk the test. Just adding white space on the page. So it just, instead of so much print on one page, you're just adding space. You know, it's like on the STAR test when you see, why is one question on this whole page? Well, that's why. More white space on the page, lower affective filter. As you can see, I've just cut this one apart and I'm going to make a copy. If you have the digital copy, you can just add spaces and print really easily. Numbers 2 and 3. 2 is underline, bold, highlight keywords. And number 3 is add images or pictures. So, you know, this is a 6th grade math test from their awesome team drive. For my students, I just, again, you can see added white space, bolded some words, added some images to help them visualize that word problem, and voila. 4th is, love this one, add a word bank. Our EduSmart lessons already do this. That's great for ELLs. Love working with the 8th grade history department this year, and they're so helpful to share resources such as this. Just fill in the blank to go with the video on the story of us, U.S. story of us. You can easily add a word bank, even handwritten is okay before you run copies, and that's great for our ELL students. Finally, we can remove questions for multiple objectives, or duplicate objectives, I'm sorry. So, you know, ELAR, if your test, you know, have a longer test and several questions on theme, you can just remove the duplicate questions and just test one time theme. And, you know, decreasing that focus on the stamina, you know, taking away the need for all of that stamina, we can get more valid results by removing duplicate objectives. So what I love about all of these accommodations are that the students never have to know that their test is different and the other students don't have to know either. Working with Miss Quo this 9 weeks, I'll accommodate a test for my students and just put them on the bottom of the pile and hers on the top of the pile. And as we're passing them out, we'll just give my students their accommodated test and the other students theirs. And no one ever knows that they have a different test, but they have the support that they need. So these are linguistic accommodations. Check your accommodations list for other accommodations that would help, such as extra time, use of dictionary, and read aloud. Mr. Grady gave me a great demo on how to use the Mac to have the Mac computer read the test aloud to students. I know many of you do that. So as always, let me know if you have any questions or need any support with this. I hope it's helpful, and I hope that you have a great week leading up to Christmas break. And Troll the Ancient Yuletide Carols. Troll actually means to sing loudly. So sing loudly the Yuletide Christmas carols.